All right, let's talk about print on demand for real. Now, if you've been on social media for more than 5 minutes, you've likely seen a video, a reel, a TikTok saying something along the lines of, sell this ornament or this product, make $10,000 next month. And listen, that can happen. I have had months like that in my shop, no doubt. But these videos really drive me crazy because I feel like you're missing a lot of important information about how print on demand really works. In today's video, I want to bring you a no filter, no fluff take on the good, the bad, and the ugly of print on demand. My whole mission here as someone in the print on demand space has been to provide you with a no hype approach to selling on Etsy. I don't want to instill fear in you. I don't want to only show you the highlights. I want to show you the reality of how, yes, this has truly changed my life, but also what else it takes to become successful with print on demand. So today, we're going to be going back and forth between things that I absolutely love about print on demand and challenges that you might encounter as you're growing your Etsy shop. And throughout the video, I'll be sharing a little bit more about my story and what has helped with these challenges so that you can hopefully avoid some of the roadblocks that I ran into when I started my shop. And if you stick around to the end, I will be sharing with you what is working for new sellers today to be able to scale their shops in 2026. Hi there, I'm Emily. I'm a mom of two with a background in education who started her Etsy shop with under $50 and scaled it to over $800,000 in 3 years. And honestly, that number truly still baffles me. And here's the best part. I didn't have an audience. I didn't go viral, nothing like that. It was just slow and steady progress, building and scaling my print on demand shop. And back when I started this whole print on demand journey, I was a 9-to-5 working mom who was truly just looking for a little bit of flexibility. I never expected that I would actually be able to leave my 9-to-5 job and build my Etsy shop to this scale that it is today. And here's the deal. I am not sharing any of this with you to impress you or to flaunt big numbers. I'm showing you what is actually possible for regular people like me, working moms like me who are coming into this with no design experience, no business experience, and showing you what is truly possible. But the flip side of that too is that I think it's really important to know what you're getting yourself into, because print on demand may not be a totally passive business by any means. It can become automated, which I love. And I'm going to share with you all the things that I love about it, but also some of those challenges. So let's get into that right now. All right, so win number one about print on demand is that you never have to touch the product. So let's break down what print on demand actually is. Print on demand is simply a fulfillment method, but what does that mean? That's just like business jargon. Fulfillment method means just simply how is the product, the item that you're selling actually printed and shipped to the customer. So with print on demand, you as the seller are researching, you're creating a design, and you're posting it on a platform like Etsy. But when you get an order, your fulfillment company, your print partner, actually does all that work of printing the item for you, packaging it, and shipping it to the customer for you, which means no boxes in your house, no inventory, no products that you have to find somewhere to store. All of that is done by your print partner. Now, my favorite print partner that I use for most of my products is Printify. I have been working with them since day one in my shop, and their catalog, their pricing, and the customer service that I have personally received has been top-notch, and I have truly enjoyed working with them. So I always recommend to beginners or people starting out with print on demand to start with Printify, because you can honestly get started for free and you don't have to pay for any of the products till you ship them. So it makes it a really easy print partner to start with. And their catalog is just so expansive. You can sell everything from mugs to dog collars, to doormats, to even shower curtains. And so I love Printify's catalog and just the ability to sell a lot of different products. All right, so moving on to the first challenge. So thinking on the flip side of this positive, which is that you don't have to touch any of the products, the challenge with that is that you don't actually physically see the products. Now, as a firstborn daughter, little bit type A, this was something I struggled with in the beginning, was not being able to physically see and check the products before they were going out. You really have to trust your print provider to provide top level print quality and shipping. And that is something I have found with Printify. Of course, there are going to be little snafus here and there, but I have made over 34,000 sales with very minimal issues, and overall have been really impressed with the print quality of the products that my customers receive. Now, what is one way that you can kind of solve this problem or put your mind at ease about not seeing the products? And that is ordering samples. Now, I recommend that you focus on selling one product at a time in your shop so that you're not overwhelmed with all the options. And that makes ordering samples doable and easy, right? So on Printify, you can actually order a sample of a product, have it shipped to your house, and that way you can actually see and touch the product. So for example, I absolutely love selling these amber jar candles from Printify, and being able to hold it, actually see it, smell it, it gives you the opportunity to make sure that you feel comfortable selling it and being able to answer customer questions as well when they might have them about that specific product. All right, so moving on to the second win, the second thing that I absolutely love about print on demand, and that is that there is a very low startup cost to start your business. Now, again, this is something I was desperately looking for. I had tried some other side hustles before I stumbled across print on demand and selling on Etsy. And those other side hustles that I was trying required a lot more upfront investment. So I was truly able to start print on demand for less than $50. And when we're looking at how much it costs to start, there's a couple things that you will want to have when you first get started. The first thing I always recommend is a Canva Pro account, because that way you can have access to all the Canva features. You can also have access to, let's say, a research tool if you are able to do that. And I mentioned you can start Printify for free, so you don't have to pay anything upfront for Printify. And so you are able to really get started with a whole business idea for less than $50. Now, let's move on to challenge number 2, because this is, again, going to be the flip side of that. So while print on demand is not a financial risk, there is definitely time that is going to be put into it. Print on demand is not easy money. And I'm going to say that one more time, which again might jeopardize my views or my following or whatever it might be, but I'm just going to be real with you. Print on demand is not easy money. Print on demand is attainable. It is beginner friendly, and it has worked and changed my life and many of my students' lives. But hear me loud and clear, it is not effortless. It takes time, it takes consistency, and it takes being really bad at something to then become really good at it. And there are a lot of people who are just not willing or able to put in that time to build a business like this. And that's okay. Getting to over 34,000 sales on Etsy did not happen overnight. And I think a lot of times we see success stories and we think, wow, they just did that so quickly. And just a side note to that, as I mentioned at the top of the video, it just honestly can be a little frustrating when there is so much out there about how quickly this can happen overnight. All right, so taking us to win number 3, or my third favorite thing about print on demand, is that you can literally work from anywhere. But we talked about this at the top. I have built this business in the margins of my life, from car pickup lines, from swim practice where I'm using my phone Wi-Fi to be able to answer customers or process orders. I built this on cruise ships where I've been able to, work from a balcony. I've built this from my living room in the mornings watching Bravo and being able to do this in my own living room wherever I want. Moving on to the third challenge when it comes to print on demand, and that is shipping issues do happen. Now, this is something completely out of our control. real. And something that can give you a little peace of mind is that even if you were packaging and printing your own items yourself, you do not control the shipping process. The shipping process is entirely in the control of USPS or UPS or whatever shipping carrier the print provider is using. Now, if this is something that you have been trying to navigate in your own Etsy shop, I help our members with this all the time, especially when it comes to peak seasons like the holidays and Q4. And in the Gift Lab community, I am often sharing customer service, message templates, or strategies that you can use to be able to help with these shipping issues. So if you would like to come join us, I'll put the link below and you get 7 days free to join us in the Gift Lab community. So that way you can try it and make sure that it's a great fit for you. But that's always my goal, is to be able to help our members walk through these issues and not feel alone in that process. Moving on to win number 4. And this is, I feel like I've said this about all of them, but this is really one of my favorite things. And that is that Etsy brings buyers to you. Now, when I was first starting my side hustle journey and looking for a side hustle that really fit my life, there was one thing I truly did not want to do. And that's post on social media or do any sort of marketing. And what I love so much about selling on Etsy is that there are naturally millions of buyers coming to the platform every single month. And and my students are just capitalizing on that traffic by literally presenting buyers with products that they're looking for. And that's the best thing, is you don't need an audience. You don't need to be out there being an influencer. You just need good, solid listings that meet customers where they are. And that is something that anyone can really learn. And our last challenge about Etsy, this is probably the one that can be the hardest for a lot of new sellers, including myself still now, and that is that customer service takes energy. So yes, print on demand can become pretty automated, right? You're not having to print the items, package the items, ship the items. You can do everything from your laptop, and that's amazing. But you are working with real people. These are real buyers on the other end of the screen. But this is something that can be really draining, especially during those peak times like the holidays. And I'm not going to pretend that it's all just hunky-dory all the time. There are definitely customers who may get frustrated. But what I have found is that on Etsy, the majority of customers understand that they're shopping from a small business owner like us, somebody in their house running their business. And for the most part, customers tend to be really understanding and really kind. Now, there's a few strategies that you can take in your shop to be able to handle customer service without the stress. And that is number 1, having saved replies on Etsy to be able to respond to frequently asked questions without having to type them from scratch every time. So that's one strategy. And the second strategy that I can recommend to help with customer service, so it doesn't feel so draining on you or take as much time, is in my community, the Gift Lab community, I also offer a custom GPT called the Customer Service Lab, where it helps you use ChatGPT to respond to messages quickly. All you have to do is enter your policies and your tone of writing and how you want to approach things, and it is able to respond to messages for you. And that just helps take out so much of that emotional piece to the customer service while still maintaining really positive, professional, and polished responses to Etsy buyers. Okay, and our last win number 5, my favorite thing about print on demand, is that it can really change your life. And I don't say that lightly because I know how it sounds, and it sounds super cliche, but honestly, 3 years ago, I was a working mom sitting at my laptop late at night while Real Housewives was playing, trying to figure out, how could I create some flexibility for us? How could I create some financial flexibility for us? And by committing to print on demand, putting in the hours, putting in the time and the dedication, it paid off, obviously, more than I could ever imagine. And now, over $800,000 later, over 34,000 sales later, and being able to help other students find their own success with print on demand, I know that it is very possible, and still very possible in 2026. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I was going to share with you a couple things that I am seeing work for new shops this year. And I'm also going to link a video here about what is working for new sellers in 2026, so you can see more of a deep dive on this. Number one, what I'm seeing working for new shops is selling giftable products. Now, if you've watched any videos on my channel, you know that I love selling gift products on Etsy with print on demand. So think candles, think mugs, journals, things along those lines. So that has been one area that I am seeing students have success with, brand new shops have success with right now in 2026. The other thing I'm seeing them have success with is personalization. So Etsy buyers are coming to the platform to be able to find something unique that they can't find down the road at a different big box or chain store. And personalization helps your product stand out amongst the crowd. And the third thing I'm seeing new shops have success with in 2026 is focusing on micro niches. Now, what does that mean? A micro niche is basically taking a broad idea, a broad customer type like moms, and really narrowing that down to something specific, a very specific kind of mom in this example. So a mom who likes to play mahjong, a mom who is a baseball mom or a football mom. So thinking more specifically about those very specific micro niches and who that product is for is how new sellers are standing out in 2026. And you can see here from the screen that we have members that are hitting wins every single week, and they are using these strategies to be able to make those sales in their shop. My business that now sits at over 34,000 sales on Etsy didn't happen because of a viral moment. It didn't happen because of a funny social media post that took off. It happened from the boring consistency that's needed to grow this business. But honestly, that's what I love about it. And that's what I was looking for. And I know many of you out there might be looking for the same. So if today's video helped you understand more about what print on demand actually is and what it takes to grow a print on demand shop, I would love to hear in the comments. And if you're looking for more tips, strategies, tools, all of the above to help you start, grow, and scale your Etsy shop, don't forget to hit subscribe as well. My name's Emily, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.